What's up, guys and gals? Probably mostly guys, but you know, we can dream. This is RmZD. I'm going to be casting another random friggin' pub game brought to us by our friends at the Reddit subreddit. The subreddit. That's redundant. Dota 2 cast it. So we're in single draft, so I'm sorry, I don't really care about this part. Womp! Skip ahead. Oh yeah, Catlady. Fucking love Catlady.
Prepare for battle.
Standard taking 6,000 years to pick your heroes, because game is really hard. Oh, why aren't you on free care? I am, okay. Womp womp. Alright, so here we go. On the Radiant team, we're going to have Vitamin Calcium. Playing our Scath Mage. Simplicity on our Mirana, the Catlady herself. On our Pugna. Phantom Assassin being played by Flexit. Hit him with a flex, hit him with a flex, hit him with... Bambaroo playing our Omni Knight. And on the Dark team, we're going to have... Haupt? Are you Russian? Letters guy playing our Vengeful Spirit. Pegas playing our Crystal Maiden. Zorg on our Tuskar. Howington. It's a weird way to spell Howington. Sir Howington playing our Night Stalker mid, and then Siginoni on our Ricky Maris on the top against the Vengeful Spirit, or against the Scarat Mage. Actually, a dual lane. So, gonna have a Mirana against a Night Stalker.
Denied.
Mirana should actually have pretty good control of this lane, even though Night Stalker has ridiculous base health and armor. He has no 4-man shield and went for a really greedy farming build. Excuse me. So a good Mirana player will force him out of lane. He also has like no regen. And Mirana has a billion regen. Yeah, this should be the saddest Night Stalker in the world. If this Mirana plays intelligently at all. If he looks at his items, he should realize that, oh god, this is the easiest lane in my life. And I have freaking Mara going really hard onto this Crystal Maiden, or onto this Skywrath Mage. The Crystal Maiden choosing to rotate top. I like that, running some dual lanes. Dual lanes are strong. Both teams are running them, and I prefer... I don't know. I don't think this lane can die. Well, I don't think any of these lanes are ever gonna die. Dire top is vulnerable to dying just because of the burst damage that can come out from a silence, slow, friggin' Nether Blast. Like, this is a sweet combination. It does a billion damage. Our Mirana not really choosing to harass as heavily as I would have if I were her. Only forcing out one tango in 4 waves. Like, dude, come on. Actually, never using a spell. Like, why buy Clarities if you're going to not ever use a spell when you're going to be going battle anyways? There you go. Finally choosing to harass with Starstorm. Popping one south, so that's another one left. Still has 2 Clarities, whereas the Night Stalker is sitting at 2 tangos, but is in no way pressured out of the lane because this Mirana is just kind of clicking and not keeping the lane back. Meanwhile, we're gonna have some aggression coming out here, but our Omni Knight though just kind of struts away. Has a Soul Ring finished, going for the Degen Aura Purification build. I don't mind it. Actually, I think it allows him to kill Tuskar or Venge, since Venge is still a one stun and done type gal right now. Yep. Has another stun. Have some. What's it called? Crystal Nova? I wanted to say Frost Blast, but that's like... not a spell. But he's gonna blink in and drop the smoke screen, but it has no points in back, so it doesn't do that much damage. I think they're actually gonna Pugna can cripify himself in Salve, just Salves like a Bouse, can turn around and drop the blast. Oh, but does not manage to kill off the Ricky, but one last, what is it called? Arcane Bolt from our Skywrath Mage is going to kill off the Ricky Marv. Getting a little bit too aggressive on this dual lane. Ricky probably should have waited for level 3. But then at that point, would have been level 3 Necroblast, or oh my god, Nether Blast. Words are freaking hard. Zorg taking a lot of harass here, actually running out of region, gonna get daggered and blinked down by our Phantom Assassin. A nice ice block gonna come out from the ice shards. He's going to try to walk away, but Bamboo's going to actually manage to clean him. Oh, no, he does not kill him. Neutral Spirit cleans up the Phantom Assassin as they attempt to chase down Zorg on his house star, getting over-aggressive. No real reason to do that. They forced him out of lane, and Zorg was out of regen, so you don't need to get aggressive. Meanwhile, Mirana pulling away on mid, but I believe this is the bottle coming out for our Night Stalker. Actually coming out before Catlady's. Not a good sign, yo. Arrow's going to miss. Gonna cut wide. First Knight is now inactive. Sound's gonna be dropped on Mirana. There goes Sir Hellington. On this Night Stalker, going to look to get aggressive, but backs off instead. Mirana choosing to still not actually buy any items. We're gonna have a blast being dropped onto the Ricky Mars. It walks away at 2 HP. They're just gonna walk over the Crystal Maiden, and she's going to drop. Another blast. Another blast. And the aggro cancel in time. Just kind of walks away. Is he really gonna die this tower? Oh my god, dude. Oblivion. Night Stalker rotating in. Sees sweet, sweet flesh is going to slay the living hell out of it. Drops the void. Drops the void. The slow is used by our Skywrath Mage. Turns around for a right click. Oh, pops a million charge one. You should walk away from this fine. Actually, another void cooling down in a second. You can dive that, bro. Like, you don't die. Oh, maybe the tower kills you. Playing it safe. The first person in this game to play it safe. I agree with this decision as he is now not dead. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know how to drop aggro from a tower, you just click A and then left click one of your creeps or heroes, and as long as you're generally not the closest person to the tower will... Oh, excuse me, as long as you're not the closest thing to the tower will generally change targets off of you and hit someone else. Also, Pugna has this spell called Decrepify, which makes you not take damage from physical attacks like towers. It was off cooldown and he just ran away and died instead of using abilities when no enemies were in the lane with him. Is not playing a good Pugna right now. Either way, we're going to have Mirana rotating in. Not really any mana. Has actually opted to never buy any items, which makes no sense where he's going to land an arrow onto the Tuskar. Tuskar should drop the one last right click from Phantom Assassin. Looks to do some little damage onto our Vengeful Spirit played by Letter's guy. Getting a successful gank, but sitting at 1300 gold, not getting a bottle even though you're mid as a spellcasting hero. Suspect. Please slay her. It's stunned up, has no mana, so he avoided and dies. Yeah. Thank you. Spend your freaking money. I'm sure I have a very hopeful snowball coming in from our Tuskar player. Actually choosing to skill up first and sigil early. I kind of like that. Spell is legit, dude. It feeds gold if you die, but it's legit. Here we go. More woes coming out from our Dire team top. We have the Pugna ward. The Nether ward dropped down, but it is in tower range and is going to now die to the tower. Oh, wow. That does no damage. Oh yeah, they changed it. Yeah, they changed the HP. Quickness boots. The phase boots picked up on RPA. Meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit actually going to kill off the Omni Knight. Staying ridiculously over aggressive when Night Stalker still was like in the lane. What are they doing? Night Stalker's going to miss. Swinging a little wildly to the left. Oh, nice blink. Can he get away from this Night Stalker? Night Stalker still with no boots. 7 minutes into the game. Just bowled up by the Moonlight Shadows. Phantom Assassin is going to chase. Drops one last Sapling Dagger. Blink coming off cooldown now, and this is a very sad and dead Tuskar. Oh, but the swap is going to come out, but it's not enough! Purification coming out onto our Phantom Assassin. They're going to manage to clean him up. Let me use a Smooth Drag. Arrow's going to come out, land on a creep as our Mirana still went straight Blade of Alacrity. Oh my sweet Jesus. Have a Frostbite being used by our Scarlet Mage top. Another blast dropped, as well as the Suck Off, and Crystal Maiden is dead. What was it actually called? Life Drain. Yeah, no shit. And it's up on our Pugna, so this dual lane should kind of dominate. Now, why are people buying terrible items? There you're finally getting boots against Orochimaru, who doesn't even have them. Like, I mean, I guess you're a fast hero already. It's not that big of a deal. But with boots, you can walk out of smoke screen without getting owned a couple times, since this hero has the not armor. But yeah, this is a super, super ridiculously greedy build on Skywrath, which is completely unnecessary. Getting mana boots is way more efficient. Void Stone doesn't do anything really off, since you don't have that much. Like it doesn't boost your region that much. I mean, 4+4 is nice, but you know what's better is like having health or wards on the map, run up chicken. or more regen, or just being faster, being able to lend control into other lanes. Like this is super greedy. This is the worst thing ever. He spent 1,000 gold and got 10 damage and a little bit of it, like 10% attack speed, or is it just straight sack 10? How's it work now? Yeah, it's just 10 attack speed. I haven't actually looked at how agility affects attack speed since it was percent, like all percent based, like all attack speed was percent based. So yeah, that's terrible. Like you could have finished boots now and it drastically changes his survivability, his attack speed, and his damage, even more than this does. Meanwhile, yep, we're gonna have Omni get bursted down, and Rikimaru dies to the Scarlet Mage again top because he keeps walking into a lane he can't sit behind or sit in, and the tower drops as well to Pugna as per expected because this hurts towers. Nice Soccer choosing to AFK farm a little bit in lane during the first, or this is the third daytime. I like it. Needs to finish up his next tier of boots before his boots taken again. I appreciate this. I fully support this. Ember is going to port in. Has his ult up off of cooldown. Crystal Maiden has rotated in, sitting at level 5. Vengeful Spirit at level 7. And Tuskar somehow lower level than the support in this lane. Oh, the Radiant team choosing to port in their Pugna, looking to take their successful offlaning duo and try to put some pressure on the other lanes. I like this decision, as Pugna does really well against these squishy heroes. Well, Vengeful Spirit has actually bought power treads and is not really squishy. I support this idea. It's pretty decent. I mean, she still has mana issues, but it's not that bad with a Tusker on your lane. I mean, you only really need one stun to land, and then you burst someone down. And she should get a couple stuns off, like 2 stuns off in a swap, almost, with this, if she swaps it in like she should. This is still, like, remarkably painful. Rushing a Yasha, it's like she's Phantom Lancer, but not. Either way, it does help with AFK farming, it gives her a bunch of movement speed, and this is not that bad. Like, Yasha as a whole is pretty good for the value, but just for Blade of Alacrity before finishing her boots, and not getting a bottle on your mid is super suspect, because look, she dies because she's at no HP, because she wasn't eating tangos and has no regen and doesn't have any health, because of this monstrously greedy build from a mid player. Like, mids get ganked. Now, Slump coming out onto our Vengeful Spirit. From our Vengeful Spirit onto our Phantom Assassin, managed to drop the Crystal Maiden. Suck off, still going off from our Pugna, doing very good damage onto our Venge, who managed to walk away with, very low health. Thank God she got power treads. Has a salve, can actually salve and come back from this fight. I would do so if I were her, but going back to base, check your inventory, bro. Tower doing some serious damage under Omni Knight. Oh, pops a solar and gets off the purification. Nice little play there by him. Adventure Spirit sitting on a 15 stack magic wand. There's 15 charges on her nether wand. Magic wand. And the Tranquil Boost, standard build, I like it. Going for tanky stuff, cool, what I would do as well, and I friggin' love Crystal Maiden. Mirana still just kind of hanging out farming. Has her Yasha. It's good. Yeah, Ricky's gonna walk up and get the smoke screen, try to do some damage. Yeah, has no items, doesn't do anything. And meanwhile, Phantom Assassin actually dives a Crystal Maiden and kills him with the combination of Phantom Assassin, Purification, and nice slap back coming out into the Pugna. Pugna gets snowballed up but gets purified. Up, doing ridiculous damage on the Vengeful Spirit. Can they clean him up? Drops the Nether Ward, drops the Nether Blast, and the suck off gets cancelled, and I lag. Weird. Yeah, you dead, bro. The ward actually lasted. Good, nice sucker. Finally rotating in. Probably should have been here for that fight since his team's got dove. Just have a TP scroll, bro. We're gonna take the tower before anyone rotates in. That's kind of a big loss. Since you kind of want to have a lot of map control with a nice sucker, not keep it at all. Walks into 3, tries to go to work onto a Pugna. Manages to walk away with the phase boots, popping his regen rune a little bit too early, and Ricky comes in. Gonna clean up the Pugna. I mean, not quick enough on the heal, on the Pugna himself. Phantom Assassin rushing something.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, please don't rush a Bloodstone. Oh, God. It's super not efficient. Again, you're supporting on farmer, you don't need that much farm, better items for your, like, 4-staff against this mass melee lineup with stuns and stuff like that. This isn't really going to keep you alive like you think raw HP helps you, but it doesn't. You still get silenced by 2 heroes and combo down by Tuskar and have no armor, like it's not efficient. And you're taking so much farm from your carries when you could be rotating around and creating space because you want to finish up a Bloodstone. Bloodstone is also a snowballing item, and again, your support and your squishy and a very, very large target from Night Stalker and Tuskar and Ricky Maru. So, that's bad. Meanwhile, Pugna actually kills over Crystal Maiden. Like, people are just walking around in the tower the second dying. Tower dies from around maybe. Here we go. Snowball in combined with a bunch of stuff, and Skywrath Maiden dies to the Walrus Punch. Drops his ultimate in the meanwhile, but yeah, dies. The Rain Team's going to continue diving onto this poor Vengeful Spirit who has a Sal that he refuses to ever use in one last dagger. Gonna crit, clean up the Vengeful Spirit. Phantom Assassin sitting at 4, 2, and 3. Find a Mithril Hammer. I'm hoping she's going for BKB because it's really good. And I don't think she necessarily needs to have more plus damage right now. She just needs to kind of be in their face and like chain slowing people. Actually opting to level up Blur over her Phantom Strike. I guess there's a lot of right click coming up from Night Stalker and Ricky, but like Tuskar Burst, Crystal Maiden Burst. And I think you want to chase more than just not die. Yeah, you're rushing a BKB, but then you're going like ultra defensive blink build. I don't think this BKB will be that good. She needs to have max Phantom Strike by the time it comes out, I feel. She only can use it once during the BKB charge. They're going to actually have an initiation on the Omni. Omni pops the Guardian Angel. They're going to turn this around, drop in the Pugna Warp, Pugna to Decrepify. We're already used. We're not used. Another blast, and the Life Drain going to use. Clean up 1, clean up 2 is our Mirana. Dire Team way overextending, showing the weakness of this tri-melee core against heroes like friggin' Pugna and Omni Knight. And Mirana's ultra greedy build kind of paying off. She has decent farm. Top of the charts, but it's decent. Like most people in the game just aren't really farming. And Ricky got super shut down the safe lane. I feel the Dire Team should have committed more people to protecting the Ricky Maru, because if he had items right now, he could hyper shut down most of the end. Nice little ult being dropped down. Mystic Flare being used by Scottman's being managed. Oh no, the neck using no, actually it's an uphill miss being used on the Vengeful Spirit. And Arcane Bolt gonna clean him up. Walk on the high ground and clean up another, but feed away his own life. Possibly if only you had a Force Staff, you wouldn't be dead right now. Night Stalker gonna clean up the Skywrath Mage and look to chase continuously onto this Pugna to Crepifies up, but no TP scroll because it's such a bad item. Why would you want to be able to get back to base? Go. Phantom Assassin gonna drop to 1 right click at the Ricky Maru. This Blur not doing as much work as it could have. Pugna still being chased by this Night Stalker, but no man, I can't suck him off. If you had a TP, you'd be alive now. Like, I'm not trying to say like be sarcastic to be sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic because not having a TP scroll is so silly that I'm gonna make fun of people every time when they're just running away from a hero that they could just TP away from. Like the moment he uses Void, just TP and wins. I'm not gonna get chased down by our Tuskar Ricky combination. A lot of chasing capacity on both sides of these teams. I'm guessing this game will continue to be action-packed, and I am glad for this. Skywrath Mage actually going back for power trades, just like weird build. Dropping the Mystic Flare, gonna clean up the Vengeful Spirit, but in the meanwhile, Mirana dies to a Crystal Maiden, getting overly aggressive with her not very survivable build. Gonna have an Arcane Bolt trailing our Night Stalker for a minute. Gonna get hit. No, why me? Crystal Maiden sticking around way too close. Gonna get Blink struck. Phantom struck our Phantom Assassin and drop. And continue to chase onto our Tuskar, who walks into his own death. Can turn around and punch, but nope. Heck being used by our Pugna. Keeping our buddy at the good HP level. Keeping our buddy at the good HP level. Accidental accent. Does that happen to anybody else? Because it happens to me sometimes. Not really. So, Radiant Team gonna look to pressure this tier 2 mid, doing some good damage. So they look like they're gonna take it down. Pugna Blast is really good. Someone finally getting a good item. Pugna player looks like he actually knows what the hell is going on in Dota. He's buying team fight items. He's gonna try to go to work onto this Pugna, rushing a Blast. I guess pretty good. Try melee core. But I think against this mass magic damage lineup, you would probably want a BKB or something like that, or something that allows you to like solo kill people, but this does neither. Gonna drop another silence. They're just gonna walk out of it because, yeah, reasons. Actually building double mech, not good communication coming out from the Pugna and the Omni. That instance, we're gonna have some aggression coming out here from our Phantom Assassin, popping his BKB, not being hit by the Guardian Spear. Guardian Angel, no shit. Yeah, Phantom Assassin just kind of struts out. Omni Knight walks into his own death, even though he was also invisible from the Moonlight Shadows used by his teammate, the Mirana Catlady. Mirana Catlady looking to split push a little bit, has no mana, has no TP skill, because again, why would you want something that lets you live? Instead, you should just wildly run around for the rest of your life, like she's gonna die now. If Night Stalker popped Darkness and chased, she'd be dead. Okay. Phantom Assassin finished with the BKB. Popping that last fight, didn't really do much, but did a little bit. Not really comboing their spells very well, using BKB, running in, almost dying, then Guardian Angeling to be like defensive when instead they need to be getting aggressive. Again, I feel like maxing Phantom Strike over Blur in this instance is probably better for their lineup, as both teams want to chase, and during the Guardian Angel time and the BKB time and all of this magic that you can have, you want to get a little bit more aggressive. Continue to punish this greedy all-melee core. Lana clear from the Doctor Mood initiates onto the Puggerman to clean him up. Nice Mystic Flip, jump on the Omni Knight who drops, or actually onto the Dire Team. Dropped onto 4 actually, doesn't really do much damage then. Immediately 2 cleaned up for the Radiant team and 3 for the Dire team. Catlady looking to run away, being chased down by a Tuskman, pops his drums, goes for the chase, has his sigil up. There you go, Phantom Assassin, if only your cooldown was shorter. He's gonna blink in though and still get the kill up on the Tuskar.
Death at my hands is an honor.
Kimara's still on pursuit though, but super friggin' slow. I don't know, man. I don't get why people go like super aggressive, like roaming, killing people type play style. Then go like awkward defensive builds. Like, just get a Mask of Madness on Ricky. It's totally sweet and you'll slay people. That's what I do every game I play Ricky in a pub. And then hope they don't like have dust or like spells or things like that to kill me. I'm not gonna look to jungle, finish up his other mech. So the Radiant team can have 2. Because, you know, you can totally stack mechs. I'm guessing it still functions the way it does in Dota 1 where you pop 1 mech and the second one's heal does not proc until, I'm gonna move my mic here for a second, until like 60 seconds after the other one. Like you can't just mass mechs, that's what it means. Alright, moving around my stuff because I want to sit more comfortable. Like, gonna look at this here Radiant team. I'm not gonna look at last hits, they never really matter in these kind of games because no one's that good at farming. Or people are generally not that good at farming. Oh, Scarlet Mage and Pugna, you do not want to be here. You don't have TPs. No! Oh, Scarlet does, but he's in TP in. And yeah, you're really dead, bro. Bloodstone not really saving you there. And again, you took a bunch of farm away from your team to build an item that doesn't really do anything. All this Bloodstone's gonna do for you, Skywrath Mage friend, is you're gonna die and heal your team, which is pretty cool, but you know what does that also is a mechanism. It's a mechanism. And it's a lot cheaper. Opponents are easier to get, and everything about it is better in every way. So this is like the mega greedy build, and I really don't get why support players are like, alright guys, I'm gonna build an item. I'm rushing a Bloodstone. No, you should want to get like Abrasive. And Mirana gets blown up because she TP's into 5 and she's just gonna live and just get stunned immediately. Frostbite into Magic Missile into death. As for everyone playing a support hero out there, the point of a support isn't to still buy items that you would get when you're AFK farmer, or when you're a made farmer. The point of a support, think of it as an early game carry. We're gonna have to swap onto our Phantom Assassin, who's pops her BKB and tries to walk away from all this punch to use, but she's, oh no, just fight during it, just fight. You could probably burst one down, but no, crits being administered, and Ricky's gonna finish the Omni Knight. Pugna turns around, a big blast killing off the crystal damage. And lucky to get this Ricky, but no detection being used by anyone, because again, Scout Mage is wasting all of her money on, or all of his money, on a Bloodstone. The turn and try to go to work on the Phantom Assassin, while bringing a huge Pugna blast on 3. Cleans up the Ricky, who is still invis. Scarlet Mage, in the meanwhile, cleans up Eventual Spirit up the top near the river, and a big crit coming up from Eventual Spirit. Here comes our Night Stalker, turn around trying to do some work. Arcane shot, Arcane Bolt being used. Gonna try to chase down the Night Stalkermannen, but he's a little faster than you guys. You're really not gonna catch up to him. Just like go farm. Are they seriously still chasing? How long are they gonna chase for? What do we do now? Exclusive.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
Yes, so, support heroes. Generally, just consider them early game carries. Early game carries are ones that do not need items to function early game. That's why supports like Crystal Maiden, Vengeful Spirit, Venomancer, Keeper of the Light even, Naga Siren, things like that. They don't really need farm to be efficient. They just need like 2 or 3 or 4 levels. The timing of different supports is different. Crystal Maiden really just needs level 2. Vengeful Spirit kind of needs level 1 to gank just the stun setup, but then you want to pair it up with something else. Like, you want levels for damage. It depends on the support. But either way, the point of them is generally to just buy space for the farmers to get farms. Farmers, the mid-game or late-game carries, need items to reach their full potential. We're going to have a team fight here going on. A snowball coming in from our Tusker, cleaned up the Pugna. Ricky's going to come down, and Crystal Maiden gets kills the Mirana. So overextension here by the Radiant team, trying to fight without Guardian Angel up. And yeah, Phantom Assassin goes in by herself and dies. I don't know why you do that. Bloodstone, again, doing absolutely nothing.
On delivery.
Yep, Bloodstone died immediately. Like, I mean, if you're going to go super greedy, at least rush like a Hex.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Something that has an impact on the game. This doesn't have any impact on the game. Yeah, if Skyrath had a Force Staff, or just ganked more efficiently early on with his silence, or applied pressure a little more harshly. Like, they shut down the Ricky Mara really, really well, and then proceeded just to repeatedly die in AFK farm and Bloodstone. Them being the Skyrath and the Pugna. The Pugna's been playing pretty well. This is a good item set. This is pretty much what I would have gone on Pugna in this game. Force Staff is super good against being chased down by the Phantom Assassin or the Omni Slope. Oh, wait, no, that's his team. Being chased down by the, forcing out of Ricky Cloud, forcing away from Tusker before the snowball hits, and forcing over Ice Shards. It's really, 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 really good. And it would be better is if they had one of them on the Skyrath. The Skyrath went Ultra Greed and built an item that still doesn't even do anything. So yeah. If you notice, the games that you feel like you're getting crushed the hardest in Dota are the ones that you lose in 20 minutes. And generally, you lose those either because you pick terrible laning heroes, or play your lanes horribly and just lose all of the lanes, or because the enemy supports put pressure on multiple lanes. And I'm sure everyone listening knows what I'm talking about. There's a game where you're playing mid, and all of a sudden, a Crystal Maiden and Electric come out of the side force and kill you, and you're like, what the hell is this? And then 2 minutes later, they come out again, and they kill you, and they take your tower, and you're like, shit. And the person who's mid against you, like a Storm Spear, and you're Shadow Fiend, just kills you every time he sees you because the supports bought him an advantage. That is the point of supports, is to buy their carries advantages. If what they need to do to buy their carry an advantage is stand behind them and dissuade the enemy from killing your carry, then that's what you have to do. But generally that means you draft it kind of poorly. Just have an initiation here onto a Tusker who just walks into 5 and dies. I don't know what he's doing. But this Skyrath mage just destroyed the lane. Destroyed the lane with Pugna. I don't think Pugna could really die to a Ricky CM. CM has to Frostbite pretty much to initiate. And then he can just TP out. Yeah, he can just TP out pretty much. Or be fast and walk out. He has options, you know. This is really BM. It's not my problem. And when it is your problem and you have to ask for pauses, you'll be like, fuck, why are you losing pause? Whatever. Russian. Yeah. So, I think you're getting my point. Bloodstone Skyrath, stupid. If you're mid Skyrath, maybe it makes sense, because you're probably ganking and actually getting kills and pressuring the map by just staying in a lane persistently and allowing your supports to come to you, or maybe TP ganking or roam ganking when you get a rune, things like that, you know. But just standing in a lane consistently as a support and being like, I need to get farm. Ricky actually is going to kind of suicide in. Silence up. Can't go and visit your silence, bro. And yeah, you die. So I'm going to be thrown down onto our Skyrath mage. Oh, Crystal Maiden freezing field doing a lot of damage actually. Knight pops ulti against spell damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Oh, this looks bad. So Radiant team gonna be all invisible, sneak up on this tower and try to do some work. Yeah, and then Trigger gets way too close. Gonna get slowed up with a Stifling Dagger. Phantom Strike plus the Life Drain. You are very dead. Mirana cleaning up that kill with the casual carry right
Dire's
click.
bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, you still want to have your Deso? Oh, Phantom Assassin actually choosing on my way. Our Night Stalker's kind of AFKing in Fountain.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Popping Darkness gonna try to go to work, but your Tuskar is already dead because you decided to AFK for a while, my friend. When I'm back down, I'm gonna drink some water because I've been talking for like 2.5 hours straight now like this. Oh, trying to poke? That. You are the biggest fucking douchebags ever, best. Yeah, a little bit. You know what that means? Now it's time to slay them mercilessly. Go, Sir Howington. Be relevant this game. Actually, you're 7-2 and 10. You're super fucking relevant. Get drawn out. The Void onto our now AFK Scarlet Mage who dies. If you only had like a 4-staff, you could 4-staff down and TP. I will always belittle that point. Because I hate in games when I'm playing with a Crystal Maiden who's like, guys, I need to farm. I only have boots and mech at 5 minutes. What? I need my Shadow Blade Aggies to be good in this game. What? Scarlet Mage does need a little bit more levels. I think he's fine at level 3 at ganking. So not really. That here is so pretty legit. He's just super squishy and really easy to counter gank. Nice shot being thrown in. Oh, and lands in the Omni, who's going to die. Crystal Maiden left to clean up the creeps in her base, having lost a full set of Rex and one more T3 tower. Let's see if our team can claim an advantage off of this, off of picking off these retreating Radiant team members. Gonna have a BKB attempted by our Night Stalker. Bro, have a TP scroll. Tuskar. Going to do some work on Scarlet Mage, going for a battle therapy. We're gonna blink and not hit his cloud, but yeah, Scarlet, you're still dead. That Bloodstone's still not gonna be advantage.
Spree on the record. You were my target.
I mean, you can argue it makes him tankier, but like he's still just getting kited and dies. Like it doesn't matter. If you put all this into a hex, you have a hex, and then can actually be relevant. Arrow's actually going to land. Nice arrow by Simplicity. Finally finishing up his Desolator, going back for a Mantis style. Yeah, Zorg is actually going to snowball in like a Faust. Of course, he still gets a kill, but he's going to get frostbitten up and kill about the Ricky.
You, my friend.
Smiley face, throwing. And yeah, our Phantom Assassin just walks in without popping BKB. He's going to runs in, drops all of the spells, and Phantom Assassin runs away. Throws his dagger onto the person with the most HP on the enemy team, pops BKB finally, and goes to work. So they can get any kills on the fleeing Nara team now. Oh, Decrepify up onto Sir Howington. He's going to turn around, drop it in. No, Void, but not enough. Is going to die. Rekimar has his Vlads, has his Diffusal level 1, and is going for a Butterfly. Now, to chase down this Crystal Maiden, who again, no one ever... Oh, he has a TP scroll in base. That is heartbreaking. Going to turn around and drop that Freezing Field on this Phantom Assassin, who's going to drop, overextending a swap under our Omni Knight. Looks like he's going to be dropped as well. Does he have any spells? Oh my god, he didn't skill Repel. That is atrocious. Finally skilling it. Maybe I should change my magic community. It's like really good. Gonna watch some Creeps die? Have you guys ever watched Creeps die? Like, it's really tragic. Look at that. They're like, oh god, oh, and like are drowning as they're like breathing their last, like trying to breathe their last breaths. It's really quick. Oh man, a friend of mine and me are actually writing a song about like a Creeps life in Dota 2. It's a little known fact. I actually have a major in music. I have a degree in music, so I am super lame and will never make money, and it's great. Love me some music. Yeah, Scarlet Mage now going for an Ag Scepter. Just get the Ag Scepter first, dude. Like the Bloodstone, you got it and died repeatedly. I don't... The enemy team is like tanky and shit now. Like it's not gonna be as relevant. What do you? They're actually really high level. What are you doing, friend? Anyway, we're sitting at 35 to 38. Dire team leading in kills, but Radiant team leading in bases. Our Crystal Maiden also rushing in Aggies because everybody in the world wants an Aggies, but she also has a 4-staff because she's a smart player. Vengeful Spirit also picking up a 4-staff and then going carry because YOLO. We're gonna have a silence drop onto 2. Tuskar finished up his Battle Fury, which will not really add that much effective damage on his single target ganking since he is not farming this game. Why would you friggin' buy a Battle Fury? Gonna get turned around on and dies, but manages to drop the Frozen Sigil. Yeah, our Scarlet Mage is gonna show off his Bloodstone and be like, God, guys, I still die to everything. Purification being used by our Omni Knight now. A Blink forward by our Phantom Assassin. BK beat up, looks to go to work onto this Crystal Maiden. Can she pick her off in time? BKB has worn down, and nope, you are very dead, friend.
Watch over us.
Omni Knight tries to pop the Guardian Angel, but hey, look, you have no TP skill, so you're dead. Finish, please. Some bad-mannered people. I can't run in your team 1v5 and kill all of you. Fucking finish. As you like creeps killer racks. Dude, that is ignorant. No, why do you play this game? Crystal Maiden actually having a finished BKB. Has that scroll town portal in her base. Mickey picking up random pieces of this butterfly instead of having a TP scroll, which is way more important. Our Night Stalker, again, refusing to ever carry a TP scroll because everything else is totally better than being able to be across the map all the time. Maybe that's why you casually lost the base. Ricky's going to try to follow that. Butterfly. Hopefully we'll then carry a TP, but I'm guessing not. Have a nice arrow landed onto Sir Howington. Simplicity going to go to work. Popping her newly found, or newly crafted Mantis Style. And then a solo being dropped down onto our Mirana player. Actually, he clicks on the creep. Just trying to use it to get forward more, but God, why would... Battle Fury does not add that much damage for its worth. There are way better options. For everyone who goes, I need damage, I'm going to build a Battle Fury. Just don't. Just, please don't. Please, please. I was actually going to barely miss on this sword. Just a Frozen Sigil. Ricky trying to do some work. Already used the silence. Oh, dust is used. Catching out the entire raiding team in that dust. My shadow will not protect you from this, and yep, your Bloodstone does not really do much there again. Pugna, though, gonna get caught up. The last member of the raiding team finally dropping. The only person who I felt bought a real item set this game. I like Agam Scepter Pugna. It's good. Just people all day, and it's fantastic. Ricky's actually going to back off to go buy his eagles. So, no, he's just going to go farm. Try to defend the creeps. Defend his base from creeps. Get some farm, do some clicking things. Fantastic. Going to push this tower down mid. And this is probably the end of the game.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, Bench has a TP scroll. Crystal Maiden just kept...
Middle tower is under attack.
Our Crystal Maiden forgot that she had an Oathblood. Actually, buying another one, going for a BKB, sure. Have a TP scroll. Just have a fucking TP scroll.
Middle barracks have fallen. Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
Slop gonna be used onto our Scarlet Mage. She's gonna get caught up and die again, because still Bloodstone, still not Force Staff, still not Ghost Scepter, still dead. Now our team's going to try to back out of this. Crystal Maiden is going to be the first sheep slaughtered by the onslaught of this raiding team. Arrow's going to come out and, oh, barely juked by Zorg. Looking to flee away if only there's an item that lets you get to your base immediately after like 3.5 seconds of channeling. It is so good. He's going to drop. So Huntington runs in and dies as well instead of just continuing to run away against this death ball. Buyback from Zorg. What if I finish on the Rookie Mar? Can they withhold the storm that is coming from this raiding team, mercilessly pushing down mid lane? Rikimaru is going to go to work onto our Phantom Assassin. Manages to leap away in time. Rikimaru! Use your Purge Blade, bro. Popped. Zorg on Tuskar. They're going to look to focus down Mirana. Mirana, though, double buff. Or only singularly buff by the Guardian Angel. Rikimaru's going to try to go to work onto Pugna. Pugna 4 steps away like a boss because good item. But no detection from his team. Again, Scareth wanted a Bloodstone over detection. Actually, yeah, Sentries, he's just always dead. And Ricky finally gets the chase, and yeah, the Radiant team is just going to kind of walk away. Dissuaded by having no detection. Every member of your team is building carry-ish items. Our Army Knight is 1 in 12. Ooh, bro. Has a Necrobook recipe in his stash, but it's dead. Or in his inventory, but he's dead, so it's not going to matter. Casual Ring of Regen picked up. Double Mech online. Awesome, awesome. Not a single Ghost Scepter picked up against a Rikimaru. It's a thing. I know there's a lot of decent magic damage coming up from the Dire team, but still. Force Staff, Ghost Scepter, never died a Ricky. Super, super, super good. Super easy. I'm gonna have an Aghanim Scepter finally picked up by our Scarlet Mage. He had it a really freaking long time ago if he wanted to go greedy items and built one that actually was relevant. Arrows me thrown out. Checking out Roshan. Roshan's like, hey, sup guys. Other team really has the damage to take down Roshan. Well, the Dire team can. They have some Mind Power coming up from Venge. Awkward Battle Fury coming up from Tuskarf. Only you went like Deso. Or like just a Medallion. Increases your damage by a lot, bro. You got a crit. It's really good. Yawning, singer a thing, singing in the back of my throat. Lord Bruce. And BKB attempted by our Night Stalker, still opting to never have a TP scroll because plus 16 or plus 24 damage is better than being able to survive and save your base. Maybe it'll prove me wrong. Maybe it'll slaughter everyone because of that plus 24 damage. So let's go find out. Double damage on him, adding another 143. Goes to work on the Pugna. Just 4 steps away though. See if Omni will be smart enough to use his abilities. Dust going to be popped. Catching out our Phantom Assassin, who's going to try to go to work on the Crystal Maiden. The Crystal Maiden is really janky. You're going to die, Phantom Assassin. So you don't have any items. Gonna have a Mystic Flare drop though. 2 of them drop? 2 of them drop, I think, by Scout. Crystal Maiden actually getting a triple kill like a boss. And Ulti doing some serious work. Rikimaru's on the hunt. Gonna turn around and do some serious work onto this Scarlet Mage. Bambaroo is next now. Good job. Called out by our Super Pro Scarlet Mage player.
Tower has fallen.
What's happening there? Being thrown onto our Tusker, but it's not good. Rikimaru comes back in. They manage to clean up Bambaroo, who also kills Tusker in the process. Our just bought back Phantom Assassin is getting way too overly aggressive and just threw the game away. And Pugna's like, guys, why couldn't you just not feed? Vengeful Spirit's going to buy back, attempt to defend his base. But this should be GG. They can just walk at the tier 4s and go A-click, A-click. Pugna's good, but Ricky, silence. 4-step going down for 3 seconds. Oh, if only he had it up, he probably would have survived. Yes, GG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structure.
Radiant team was in control of the game and then just played ridiculously greedy and threw everything away.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Right back from Omni Knight, way too late. Never really using Repel effectively, I don't understand.
Radiant's agent is under attack.
Good job, enemy shit team. It's funny because you built a Bloodstone.
Radiant's agent is under attack.
Mirana, cocksucker, love you. GG, well played, all caps. GG, well played. So, that's going to be a game casted, Sir Howington. You have been granted a casted game. Gary TP scroll, bro. As always, you're a Night Stalker. Especially, you're a Night Stalker, dude. Against actual competent players, against a Night Stalker, they will generally have wards. Watching your general roaming ganking pass, the most efficient way to gank as a Night Stalker is to TP to the lane that you're ganking, because generally they won't have lane wards. Especially during the first night. Like, really competent teams won't waste a ward there. I actually do all the friggin' time when I'm support. I, like, always put down a lane ward as my first ward, which is kind of silly. I shouldn't. I only do that and then, like, mid ward, just to, like, super ensure we win our 2 lanes and keep the lanes, like, segmented. That's just my own way of coping with pub games. So either way, that is a game. Nobody farmed in this game, really at all, because you guys can't last it. It's true. Yeah, everyone's gonna sit here and I don't want to watch too. A 41-minute game, you got 61 last hits. That's like really, really bad, Phantom Assassin. Yes, I do. At this point, you should have more like 200. This is true. You didn't let me farm as a team. That's actually kind of true. Mostly you just missed a lot of last hits and weren't really relevant. Every time you killed anything with spells, we were not laning. Yeah, Phantom Assassin was just way too aggressive and fed repeatedly all game instead of stopping going, I can't just YOLO jump at them anymore, I need items. Which is kind of an important thing to do in Dota, is evaluate your position in the game. Like I said, if you're a support and you don't need items, just go kill shit. If you're a support but you need to stand behind your carry because they're getting pressure out of the lane, then stand behind your carry. Like, gotta evaluate your position. You don't just go, I'm so good, I'm gonna buy items. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna carry the game. Because that is not going to carry the game, and you'll probably be a liability to your team. Either way, I'm going to hit close. Womp! This is RmZD. I'm still a freaking SWAT cat. I am awesome. If you like my cast, please feel free, and please sub me at youtube.com/user/Dota RmZD. And if you don't like my cast, then you should go to youtube.com/user/Dota and sub me and tell me that you hate me. It'll be great. We'll have a party. There'll be punch and pie and cookies and good times for all. So either way, I'm going to go cast a third game because I'm just trying to do shit in my spare time. So this is going to be RmZD. I am now a scrub. I think I'm actually about to play Terraria. Either way, I am now going to get the hell out of here. See you guys in the next cast.